Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to do the Makeup Basket Monday series I've started on my channel. So what I'm going to do is talk with you guys a little bit about the products that I tried out for this past week and then let you know my thoughts, my opinions on those products. And then we're going to talk about the new products that I'm going to be testing out this week. So the first one and the big one I want to talk about is the Smashbox. This is called the Lighting Theory palette. So this one is holographic, as you can tell on the outside, and then you open it, it kind of looks like a book, so it opens up like a book, and then it does have two sides here. You've got all your powders on this side here, and then you've got all your cream products on this side right here. The cream products, actually, I was a little bit worried about them, but they work really, really well. So I'm actually really pleased with how the cream products work. So I feel like they blend in very nicely. This is actually a really perfect travel palette because all these products here can be used in combination together because you've got your concealers here, you've got your bronzers, and this is kind of like a highlight on your face. And then you've got right here, you've got some highlighters. So this one is more or less to like highlight any kind of darkness, or like if you're going to contour and highlight like that. And then these are actual highlighters, so they have a little bit of a sheen to them. They can be worn over top of makeup, which is how I've been wearing them, and I really do like them over top of makeup. The powders over on this side, you do have all your eyeshadows here, so you have what, 16 eyeshadows, and then you have 3 blushes down here. The blushes are actually really, really good. I love every single one of these. I thought I would like this one the best, but after trying them all out, I like them all. I feel like they're all really, really good. Then up here, the shadows work really well. There is a lot of kick up with these though, because I feel like the powder, when you dip into these, you're gonna have a ton of kick up. So make sure you tap off your brush because you don't want to have that fall out on your face. But every color in here works really, really well. I like how this palette opens and closes like this, so you can kind of, like I said, it's easy to travel with. It closes up nice and easily. Then you've kept all of your creams and your powders, separated. So your powders, your creams even have that little side that you can open up just like that. This is an excellent palette. I'll give you guys a close-up. Let me pop these open so you guys can see a close-up of everything that's in here. So like I said, you do get creams on one side and powders on the other. So here is everything that comes in this palette. I feel like this is an excellent palette, especially for the money. This was on sale for like what, $30 or something like that during the at Sephora. I'm pretty sure it's still in the sale section, but don't quote me. But I picked it up during the VIB sale, so I was able to get the extra percentage off. So I feel like this is a really great product to travel with because you've got all your cream products, all your powder products. The only thing you'd really need is like your mascara and things like that. I feel like this is perfect for traveling with, and your foundation, of course, you need that. I love it. I was a little bit worried. The only thing that still worries me just a little bit is how quickly are the cream products going to dry out. I do have an IT Cosmetics palette similar to that, that's like a holiday palette that has cream products in it, and I've had it for over a year and it has not dried out, and I've used it pretty regularly. So it's not that it hasn't been used, it's being used. So I think maybe it might be similar to that because I feel like the creamy consistency is very, very nice right now still. So although I just bought it, can't say still. So anyway, I feel like it's a really good product. The next thing is the Marc Jacobs. This is the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. This primer smells a lot like the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, and it works a lot like that. So me personally, what I would tell you to do is if you were thinking about getting the Marc Jacobs, I'm not sure what the price difference is between these two, but if you were thinking about getting the Marc Jacobs, I would look into the Too Faced Hangover RX because I feel like the Too Faced Hangover RX and the Marc Jacobs are very, very similar. The texture's off by just a tad for both of them because I feel like the Too Faced Hangover RX is a little bit more lotiony, where the Marc Jacobs is a little bit more serumy. So I like both of them though, and I personally would choose the Too Faced if it's cheaper over this because I feel like they do the same things. So I think they're good, and it's definitely going to stay in my collection. The next thing is the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. As you guys know, I purchased the airless little pump thing here from Amazon. I think it was like $5 or $6. I love this little airless pump. It's perfect. I love the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation. I couldn't think of what it was called. The Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation, I feel like it's a really good drugstore foundation. It's probably the best drugstore foundation I've ever tried, to be honest with you. I love it. I feel like it works really, really well for my dry skin. It doesn't accentuate anything. And it does a good job of coverage. It has a really good amount of coverage. It's one of those foundations that I feel like should be, if you would put a high-end label on it, I would think it's a high-end foundation because it's very, very good. The next thing is the Nars, the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I used this past week and then this week again, and this is something I feel like is absolutely amazing. You only need a tiny little amount. You just dab a little bit on your finger and then you just press it into your skin, and it does an amazing job of coverage. I feel like this is probably my favorite concealer I've ever used. I use it for my eyes too, to set my eyelids. That way my primer for my eyelids, for my eye makeup. I can't think. So I feel like it's a really, really good one though. So I don't know if you have tried it yet or not, but if you haven't, I would definitely go into like Sephora and see if you can get a sample of it and test it out, because I feel like it's really, really good. But just remember, you only need a tiny little amount. You don't need a whole bunch of whatsoever. The next thing is the MAC Cosmetics, the Trolls palette. This is the Glow Rida Beauty Powder. Bloaty powder. I was going to say, what is bloaty powder? So this is a beauty powder. It doesn't look like much in the pan, but when you put it on, it's got one of those glows, and it's not like a glow from within. You can definitely tell it's on your skin, but it's not overly overpowering. So it's not one of those powders that you put on, you're like, whoa, she definitely has a highlighter on. But it's not a glow from within type of highlighter either. It's one of those in between, so it just looks really good on the skin. I love this. I got this on sale at at Macy's. It was a while back. It was a couple months back or something like that. It was very affordable, so if you can find this and you want to try it out, I definitely would, because I feel like it's really good. The next thing is the e.l.f. the Intense Ink Eyeliner. So this is the thick one. I didn't use this in the Get Ready With Me because honestly I saw it laying in there and I thought it was a lipstick. I forgot I had pulled this, but I did use it throughout the week. This is a really good one if you're looking for a nice, it's easy to hold on to because of the size of it. I feel like it's really easy to hang on to. The tip is very fine and pointed, but you can push down and make a little bit more thicker application, so you can get a thin to a thick application. I feel like this is a really good eyeliner. I feel like it didn't smudge too badly on me. I had a little bit of an issue over in the corners over here, but nothing extreme to where I would be like, I'm never going to purchase it again. So I feel like it's definitely worth checking out because it's very affordable and it was good. The next thing is the, well, that is not it. This is the Estee Lauder, the Pure Color Envy Sculpting Gloss. This gloss is really, really pretty. It's got a little bit of color to it, and then also it just has a lot of sparkle to it. Do you see all the sparkle in there? Because it's got a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver into it, the sparkle, and it just looks really nice on the lips. It makes your lips look a little bit fuller, which is what I like, because I have thin lips, so I like something that's going to make my lips look a little bit fuller. I feel like this is a really good product. I don't know what the full size price on this would be, but this is like a sample size, and sample sizes of lip glosses and things like that usually last me a perfect amount of time before they expire, so I'm happy to have it. If you can find a little sample of it, I would definitely try it out. The next thing is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Lip Shine. Now, as far as the product goes itself, I feel like this is really, really good. It's a really good drugstore product. It has pretty good color, but the only problem I feel like with this product is the applicator. The applicator is so ginormous. It's hard to get it in. It's hard to pull it out because the tip is so big. It's hard to push the tip into it. So it's just a little too big. So anyway, every time I say that, I make myself want to giggle. So there's what the color looks like. It is a pretty color and everything, but I just feel like they could have made the tip a little bit smaller so that it would fit into there a little bit better. I don't know if there's a reason behind it why they wanted it like that. I'm not sure, but I feel like this is a good product. So if you have a drugstore near you and you want to check it out, I feel like these are pretty good, but just note, I don't know if it's just because this is a sample size, that's why the tip is so big compared to the container. I don't know, but either way, the applicator works good on the lips. It's just hard to get into the container. So it's a good product, just I feel like they did a little bit of a fail on it, presenting it, because I feel like they could have packaged it a little bit better. The next thing is the Lipstick Queen Frog Prints. I love this lipstick right here. It's one of those color changing, you get it and it's green, and then once you put it on, it kind of color changes with the heat of your body. I just put it right here. As I'm rubbing it on, you can see it'll start to color change. I love this little thing right here just because it reminds me of so many different things throughout my life, especially my husband. So I love the frog prints. I need to buy a full size of this. I don't know why I don't have a full size, because it's really good and it's frog print, so I need to get a full size of that. The next thing is the Clinique. This is the Sugar Plum Pop in 07. This is a really pretty color. It's one of those sheer washes. It's not a whole lot of pigmentation to it, so it's perfect for spring. It's over here in the corner. So all my colors this week were very sheer washes of color, which is perfect for me, I think, for spring. I love these type of products. I feel like they're easy to apply for the spring. They're easy to kind of carry with you and apply throughout the day so that you don't have to worry about being out of the lines or whatever, because if you have a color like this and you go out of the lines a little bit, no big deal. If you have a bright red lipstick and you're trying to do this and you go out of the lines, pretty big deal. So I feel like this is a really good product. I love every one of the lip products I tried this week, so I'm definitely keeping every one of those. So now let's go ahead and start talking about the new products I'm going to be testing out this week. I have quite a few new things here to test out. So first of all, the thing that's not new is the foundation I'm going to be using. Wait, I forgot to talk about the brow pencil, which I don't even know where it's at. Here it is. This is the LA Colors Browie Wowie Brow Pencil. This one here is like $2 at like the dollar store or whatever. but it's really good. I feel like it's a really good brow pencil. It's got the triangular tip on it, kind of like the new Hourglass one. I feel like this is a really good product. The only thing about it is I feel like the spoolie on here is not that great. It's an okay spoolie, but as far as the product goes itself, I feel like it's really good and definitely worth $2. So I will be picking up more once I make a run to the dollar store, because I think they're perfect. You don't need to spend a lot of money to do your brows, because it's just brows. I mean I can't say it like that, because I know for me some days I say just brows, but if I don't have my brows on, I look a little bit odd because my brows are so light colored that I need to have something there. So anyway, I just feel like $2 is a really good deal. Now let's start talking about the products I'm going to be testing out. This is the MAC Cosmetics Face and Body Foundation, and I have the shade, I don't even know, C3? I think that's the shade. So hopefully this will match. I purchased this, I think it was last summer. I'm pretty sure. Purchased this last summer, so hopefully it's still good, first of all. But there's a lot of products in here. This is a 4-ounce container, I guess because it's for your whole body and you're supposed to be able to use it for your whole body, but this is supposed to be waterproof too, which is really cool because now that it's getting springtime, it's getting a little bit warmer, not a lot warmer, especially not in Virginia. We've had some pretty chilly days, but it's getting a little bit warmer to where I feel like I'm gonna need something that's kind of waterproof, sweat-proof. So I'm excited to play with this week. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to be playing with this week is the Makeup Geek. This is the Manny MUA palette. I purchased this off of the Makeup Geek website. I already dipped into this to start playing with it. I purchased it because it was one of those damaged type of items. So it was on sale, and honestly when I got it, there was the only thing that was wrong with it was this one over here looked like it maybe had a little bit of a dent to it. But to me, I'm like, I don't really care about that. That's okay. Looks like a really cool product to use. So here's what these shadows look like in the pan. So I think they look really pretty. I know honestly they look a little bit fallish, but we're gonna do it anyway. You don't have to follow any rules when it comes to makeup, and I'm definitely not gonna follow the color rules either. So now the under eye concealer thing I'm going to be using this week is the L'Oreal Visible Lift. This is the Serum Absolute. This is almost finished up, so I want to kind of finish it up so I can throw it into my empties. So I'm excited to play with that again this week because that's one of my favorites. Then I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination. So this one's really good for making your under eye kind of illuminated out. But supposedly, I think a lot of people have had to set it with powder. So then if you're setting with a powder, you're kind of defeating the purpose. So I'm going to have to test it out again because I think I tried it a while back. But I'm going to test it out again. This is just a little deluxe sample. Test it out again and see how good it works for me. As far as brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow. So I have a little deluxe size sample of the Gimme Brow. This is just the one that's on a wand. I'll show you. It's on a little bit of a little wand here, so that way there you can just brush it through your brows. So it has a little bit of color to it. So that might be perfect for me on those days where I just need that color to my brows, but I don't really want to fill them in or anything like that. So I'm excited to try that out. Then of course I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I have the shade Taupe. I love this product. This is another one that I feel like is a really good one for an affordable price. I think you can get these buy one get one free, and they're like $10, so you're only spending $5. Really, really good. I do recommend these if you're looking for a micro brow pencil that's comparable to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is very comparable. And then for the other brow product, I'm going to be testing out the Estee Lauder Brow Now Brow Gel. So I've never tried this before. I think it's a clear gel. Yeah, it's just a clear gel. So, but it's got a teeny tiny little spoolie on there. So I'm excited to play with that and see how good it is. As far as cheek products this week, I'm going to be trying out 3 different products. I'm not going to take these out of the boxes for now because I still need to do my Instagram pictures of them and I haven't done it yet. I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Confidence in Your Glow cheek products, and I have all 3 shades. I have the Instant Nude Glow, the Warm Glow, and the Natural Glow. So I have all 3 of these here to test out this week, and then of course on Thursday when I do the Get Ready With Me, I'll show you guys all of these, and then of course the following Monday you're going to see them again. So I'm excited to try those out. And then of course I also purchased the Heavenly Skin One Sweep Wonder Brush, so I'm going to play with that this week along with those blushes to see how good it works and see if it's necessary to even get this brush. Do you actually need it? And then as far as lips go, I'm going to be using the Clinique Crayola Chubby Lip Crayon Box. So I purchased this during the Sephora VIB sale because I had it on sale, and I was like, heck yeah, with the discount plus on sale. So you do get, you get 8 colors in here. So a lot of these look like they can be used pretty much throughout the year. I am wearing one right now, but I'm wearing the shade, I'm wearing a different little set. This is the shade Whoppin' Watermelon. So I have Whoppin' Watermelon and what was the other one? Fuzzy Wuzzy mixed together. So I'm mixing them together a little bit. So to me that doesn't matter. I think anything goes when it comes to lips. You can do them however you want to. So I'm excited to play with all of these and see how good they are. I think this little container is super adorable too. What do you guys think of this container? I just think it's super cute. Gonna keep that for sure. I think that is everything I'm going to be testing out this week. I'm pretty sure, yes, because the blushes that I have, they do have like a highlighter, a bronzer, and the blush mixed in here, so I don't need to pull different products for that. So there's not a whole lot of things to check out this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, what did you pull for your makeup basket for this week to use. Let me know what products you pulled for this week, and then also what products did you try last week. Did you try some good products? Did you try some products that you now decided to declutter from your collection because you decided maybe you don't love them anymore? Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.